It's kind of just a rite of spring in Boise, and even if you don't run it, there's something comforting about seeing that on the 5 o'clock news that the race is back. You know, they always lead with the group of runners heading down, and we've missed that, and I think the community needs it. So we're excited. The weather is not what we were hoping for, but you know, we're back, so who cares? The appeals of this race that makes it so unique is that it is extremely difficult. I mean, this is the hardest thing most people will do all year, regardless of how many ultras they run or whatever. This is a really hard course.
I think it just has like this really dedicated following. Like the people who do it every year love it, and it's just something that people talk about kind of all the time. And when you get into these like running communities, there are just these special ones like that that are just different than a lot of other races.
You know, when my first time I remember was 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I'm close to 3 hours now. I think about 14 times. You know, when people have the same feeling when they get to the end, they're all happy, and there's, you know, it's a great accomplishment to start out the new year. It really is.
Nice. Well done. It was a pretty odd race. I mean, the first 6 miles, you were actually pretty hot because you kind of were preparing for this, and so it was pretty easy weather-wise the first 6 miles, and then the last little run up to the summit was pretty challenging because that's when it got really slippery, the snow, and then this just brutal rain started to the finish, so it was pretty gnarly. This is my first Robie.
When the three of you are ready, Mosey, it was hard to tell what place to run for early, but eventually, you know, once I started to lead and pull away from Greg, at that point, yeah, I was running to win, and I saw some friends around mile 9 just after the finish, and you know, I had a decent gap by then, and as I went by them, I was like, I'm going to win the race for Robie Creek. Might have been an expletive in there as an adjective somewhere. So yeah, definitely it was in the back of my mind, and eventually the front of my mind as the race progressed.